So I'm homeschooling 3 of my 4 kids under 6, and recently came to this place where I just didn't have the bandwidth and the capacity to spend my evenings and some parts of my day with them preparing the next step in each of their curriculums for each of the subject areas that they're in. It just was overwhelming. And leaning into AI adaptive apps is truly saving me hours of time and enabling me to focus on the things that I most care about as their mom, connecting with them relationally, having fun with them, motivating them in their learning experience. It's been amazing. It's such a good shift for our family. It's brought our homeschool experience from a place of some chaos to a lot more calm. We're no longer trying to get all the things in with mom teaching everybody in their individual area before the baby wakes up from her nap or while the baby is awake during the day. I'm sure some of you know how that goes. It is so difficult and so challenging, but leaning into these AI adaptive apps has enabled them to have a personalized learning path and plan in each of their subject areas that moves them forward as they master something and can slow down and meet them where they're at if they're struggling with something. It can adjust based on where each kid is needing to grow and also appropriately challenge them and have them step up in a certain learning area that they may not have tried something in yet. I say that because some of the curriculum we used in the past was a little bit slower and didn't challenge them in some of the ways I felt like they could be. And that was part of also my reason into looking into what I've now learned of from alpha schools. So much of what we're adapting in our homeschool experience and leaning into these apps is modeled after what alpha schools is doing. It's amazing. Look them up. I'll share more about them. But I really believe that leaning into AI is a lot of the future of education, and I'm excited to be a part of it with my kids, even from home. It kind of feels like as I'm going, I have this invisible co-teacher tailoring things to my kids in what they need best by tapping into AI. I've moved from having so much prep to almost no prep at all for lessons because of how much is built out for them in the apps that they're using. And it's really freed me up again to focus my mental energy on the things I care about in our home. We're able to think about what we want to cook together the next day and what friends we're going to connect with, what field trips we want to go on. And I can also further support them in the areas they're learning because we work in a rotational way. So while one child is working on their language arts lesson in their AI adaptive app, I might be doing a sight word game with one of the others while the other is working on their first typing class. And then we can switch and everyone gets time with mom and everyone also is improving and growing in each of their learning module areas. This has again brought such a calm experience to where lessons used to feel kind of chaotic, and I definitely did not want that to be one of the description words used to describe my kids' homeschool experience. It's been easier for me, like I can't even tell you how much easier, but my kids also love it. Of course, they're so excited about leaning into AI and utilizing apps for part of their learning. We're adding onto this also by just really honing in on motivation being a key part of what keeps kids excited about learning. We're using prizes and incentives and sashes and badges. I'll tell you more about all those things. It's been such a great experience. I'm getting so much more one-to-one time with my kids, and it's really given me eyes to see a sustainable way of approaching homeschool with having multiple young kids. And so if that's something you're curious about and you want to hear more from me, I'm going to be sharing a lot more on this channel with deep dives into the apps we use, our rhythms from mornings to afternoons, how we're able to structure our day, and what it truly looks like for my kids to utilize this model of learning in order to grow. So if that interests you, I hope you'll stick around because there is so much more I can't wait to tell you about.